Okay guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm pretty excited today. I'm going to do something a little bit different. I purchased a cold air intake for the Trail Boss. I bought it from RotoFab. I got the new kit that they just came out with a couple weeks ago. I'll leave the link in the description below. Yeah, they're super nice guys over there at RotoFab. Give them a call if you need help ordering anything or if you have any questions about their products. They're very helpful. The numbers they have posted on their website: horsepower gains 14 horsepower and 23 foot-pounds of torque. And that's actually at the rear wheels, not at the flywheel. So we'll give it a shot. I'm gonna unbox it here. I'll show you what it looks like, pulling it out of the box, and I'll go through the instructions, and then we'll start tearing the old one out, put the new one in. Okay guys, this is what comes in the kit after it's all unboxed. I'm not going to take everything out of the plastic just yet. I'll wait until just before I do the installation. But this stuff is super high quality, especially this housing, this airbox assembly here. So it doesn't look too complicated. I think they said it should take you about an hour and a half from what I remember. They even give you a little decal. I'll throw that on the back of the truck. Okay, so there you go. There's the stock intake. Nothing too fancy. Okay, so the first thing they want you to do is to disconnect the negative terminal from your battery. So I'll do that now. Alright, the next step in the process is to remove the two T15 torque screws that are on the hood release handle. Okay, I have the 10 pins out. Now you just have to pull straight up, and the upper intake shroud should pull straight up. Okay, next you want to remove the push fastener that's holding this what they call an air inlet duct. You want to pull this one push fastener out. Okay, now you need to use your 8mm socket and extension. We're going to loosen the hose clamp at the throttle body and the clamp at the airbox end. So right here's one, and then down in the throttle body. Next, we're going to disconnect the breather tube from the stock inlet elbow by fully depressing the gray release button. Here it goes. Okay, so the next step is to disconnect the hose clamps from here in the throttle body, and then you want to rotate it up in this position here. Okay, next they want you to take these clips off. That gray clip and this black clip. Those are attached to the wiring harness connector. Then you can lift up on this wiring harness to disengage it from the airbox. Wow. Okay guys, now we're starting the installation process. What you got to do is install the MAF housing tube here. You go inside the box with it, come out the hole, put the flange on around it. You got to make sure that this the MAF sensor is pointing in this direction, toward this corner here, and that the flange, the flat piece of the flange, is toward the bottom of the housing. Okay, and then you put the 5 screws in. Okay, so the next thing you do is install this hose coupler and one of the hose clamps onto the MAF housing. Okay, then you want to come back to the vehicle and remove this 10mm bolt. Okay, next you want to take what they call the stud plate, and you're going to feed it in behind this bracket here, which is underneath the coolant tank. And these 2 studs are going to pop through these 2 holes right here. Next you put this bolt here where you removed the other 10mm bolt earlier. And then what you do is you line up the studs. There's a stud here, there's a stud there, and a stud there. Those are all your mounting points. Okay, then you use the nylon nuts that are provided inside the air box, and then this nut down here on the stud on the outside. Next you install the MAF sensor with the 2 screws that are provided. Next thing you want to do is connect that gray loom clip into the hole in the, I guess it would be the passenger side of the air box. Make sure it's fully seated. After that, you can slide the large gray-black harness onto the front of your air box. There's a harness connector built into the air box. It will slide right down onto the slot. Okay, next you want to take what they call the step hose coupler and attach that to the throttle body with the hose clamp. The next step is to connect all of these adapters, the hose and the 2 adapters, the 90 and the other adapter there, and then we're going to install that into the elbow. So that's what it looks like after it's put together. And this is what it will look like after it's installed. Okay, then you install the elbow onto the 2 couplings and then tighten down the hose clamps. Okay, then you want to install the breather hose. You should be able to hear a click. Okay, so I got the protective film off the air box. That looks pretty cool. See the filter down in there? Got that tightened down. I got the shroud here all clipped back in. The only thing I have to do now is connect the handle to the hood release and connect the negative battery cable. So as you can see, guys, it got kind of late here, so it doesn't look like I'm going to get a chance to take it for a test ride. I'll have to do that tomorrow. Tomorrow morning at first light I'll get out there and take it for a spin and let you know what I think. Okay guys, it's the next day. I've already gone to work and back, so I've already taken it for a test ride, and it's quite a bit peppier. It's pretty fast. I think the biggest difference is the sound. When you're already going down the road and you get on it, it makes a very throaty sound. There's a definite change of performance. It's a big truck, so it's not going to be you know, as fast as a Corvette or something like that, but for a big truck it really scoots now. So, you know, I'd highly recommend it. I will post some acceleration videos so you can hear what it sounds like, and I'll put it on the speedometer so you can kind of get an idea of how fast it's going.